All right. Yeah, just had good practice, good lift today, and we're excited to know our opponent and scout them a little bit. And we're excited to go against Wyoming and really good opponent, well coached. I follow Coach Bowl and the things that he's done, not only at Wyoming but also North Dakota State. So, been impressed with their team. Really good quarterback, and I think that the running backs a talent as well. So they have big receivers, big O line, and very solid defenses. So we're looking forward to the matchup and definitely looking forward to prepping for them and knowing our opponent. So we're excited for this game and excited for the holiday season as well. So questions?
What do you remember most about Wyoming from the times you played against them at BYU?
Oh yeah, tough. I mean, it's always been no matter who the coach was, or there's just that whole feeling of toughness that's around that the state and also with that program. And so we're expecting a tough physical team and to come in, the San Diego area, and for us to play that game, it'll be a physical game. And so I think it's a good matchup for us, and we'll test our guys. I mean, I was visiting with Coach Edwards and Patty a couple of days ago, and Patty had to remind me that she's a Wyoming girl. So that we definitely respect them, and I've always had a lot of respect for Wyoming and their fan base and the passion that they have for their team. So it's exciting to get them back on the schedule and to have the opportunity to play them in San Diego. Laramie's a tough place to play, so it's good that we get them in San Diego.
Your preparation model for this bowl game, are you borrowing from what you learned from Kyle? Are you striking your own path? What do you kind of?
Yeah, I mean, I think all of it is a combination of where we see our team and the timing. I think that because the game's on the 21st compared to a later date or even an earlier date with Las Vegas Bowl in the past, and so we're just structuring that around working with our finals, the schedule with our finals and everything too. So I can't say that we're copying anything that we've done in the past other than the format and the structure, but we're building it around the timing of when the game is played. And so I think that I don't know. I can't exactly put a finger on what it is, but we definitely did some great things that Kyle did, as far as bowl prep and getting ready for this game. And so it'd be crazy for me not to do a lot of the stuff that I think fits what we're trying to do in this program. And so we'll have some of that. I know Ed's got some ideas, and we've already talked about it, and we've set our schedule. And I think it's a good schedule for what our guys can do and get prepared for finish school and then get ready to play this game on the 21st.
It's been a couple of years, obviously, since BYU won a bowl game. How anxious are the players to break that streak and kind of turn things around this season?
I'm not really focused on streaks. We're just trying to play the game and enjoy the moment. And as far as having extra practices and spending some time together and enjoying what they've done this season, and then the best way to really enjoy it is to have a win at the end of it. But I think our guys are focused on spending time together and making this the last shot for our guys and our seniors. So that's all we're talking about. We're not talking about anything that we in the past or stuff like that. We're going to go have fun, and part of having fun is making sure we play our best and see what happens.
Would you like to see more of these regional rivalries renewed?
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to. Well, I mean, I like our schedule too. I like the teams. I like seeing what we have on our schedule. But I'm familiar with Wyoming. These guys don't know them very well, and so I think for us old guys, I can say that, right? Yeah, us old guys, it's cool. It's a good thing. It's a good feeling to have. I mean, it was 20 years ago we played against Wyoming in the championship game of the WAC, so. I think the WAC was the first one to go into the 16-team conference, and that's what everyone's predicting is going to happen in the future. So it's just cool for the old people to feel connected again with all these teams. I'm putting myself in that too. So we're all old. All the millennials don't know anything about it. So we have to teach them our history by playing football games.
You guys don't have a bowl agreement for next year. Do you prefer that, or do you like to be locked into a bowl?
I don't really care. I mean, that's like way above me, so that's probably a question for Tom. I think I see the positives of knowing where we're going ahead of time because we were able to get a lot of stuff organized and where we're going to practice, and so it made things a lot easier. Once we became bowl eligible, we knew we were going, but I guess there's positives on every side you could look at. So obviously everybody's shooting for the top. That's what you want first, and so we'll see what happens. But I'm not really concerned with not knowing where we're going bowling next year.
Do you have a backup quarterback listed with Tanner moving up?
Yeah. So Bo Hodge and Coy Detmer will be those guys if we need to go that route.
Do you anticipate the offense changing much with Tanner?
Maybe, but I don't. I think it's going to be a little different because his skill set's different than Taysom's. But we just want to get points on the board and march the ball down the field. That's what we want to do. And Tanner's capable of doing it, maybe in a different style than Taysom. But if you saw what Tanner did in high school, he can run the ball too. But we'll see what happens. We'll see. I'm trying not to give away the game plan. So, not that anyone from Wyoming's watching this, but they probably turned it off right when we were talking about how old we were.
Will you use all the practice time allotted to you before the bowl?
Yeah, as much as we can. We're using all the lifting time. I've put a huge emphasis on us getting in the weight room and lifting. That's the type of culture that we're trying to set here first. The weight room comes first, and like I said, we got stronger during the season. Not a lot of teams do that, and that's what we're going to focus on. And the practice time and meeting time, we'll take advantage of all of it. Obviously, we want to have our guys do well in finals and make sure they're eligible and pass their classes. But for what we're allotted, yeah, I think we're utilizing everything that we can.
Did you get a lot of recruiting done last week?
Yeah. Me personally, no. Because head coaches can only do the one visit.
Yeah.
And so I think we're saving me for the last, I guess. I don't know why. Maybe I'm supposed to be the closer or something. Yeah. A lot of pressure on the head coach to come in and get all these commitments. So recruits, get ready.
How much is Wyoming's film against Boise State going to play into your team's preparation for them?
Well, I think we're looking at all the film. We had some time to prep for it, but the preparation is still going to continue over the weekend. So I don't know how much you're going to look at all the film that kind of has a crossover where it's relevant for us, but I don't know a lot of what San Diego State does matches what we do, but there's some things that they do pressure-wise that we've done, and so we'll be able to borrow from a lot of different films. The whole season's there, so the same thing goes for Wyoming. They can do the same for us.
What is the biggest challenge of preparing for a bowl game? You've got 4 weeks between the last game and the bowl game, but you've got finals and all the other stuff going on.
Yeah, I think that's the challenge, just balancing the schoolwork, but then also we asked them to empty the tank in the last game, and so we need to recover a little bit. So we gave them some time off, but then we had to get back in the weight room and get to work again. So all of it, I guess. But it gives you time to get ready, so there's not a lot of just being able to slow things down a little bit and not when you're going week to week, the season goes quickly because you really have two or three full days of practice that you can work at it, but now you have some time so you can space it out a little bit, and there's a lot of things that you could do. And for us, losing Taysom, we're going to have to need all that time to get ready. So it'll be beneficial for our offense and also letting some guys heal up and get ready for the bowl game, taking advantage of all that time.
What need have you been out recruiting, or your guys have been out recruiting? What needs are you focusing on? What positions?
Everything. Anyone that can play football, we want them. So yeah, we want the best players, and not focusing on one position. We want the best players available, and obviously working the missionary program in there we have to balance that out. And so I can't pinpoint it all. And if they can run, catch, all that stuff, we want them. So I don't know. I just kind of went the easy way out on that question. You tell me what you think we need.
Oh, you don't want to stop.
We need someone that can get a fake punt going well for us on 4th and 19. I'm doing that just to get at Johnny because that's my guy. But
now that you're the communicator of the year, you're going to go on the speaking circuit.
Yeah, well, no, I said that it ends every argument I have with my wife. I put the trophy, the award, I put it on the fireplace, And anytime there's an argument, I just point to that and say, I got an award for Communicator of the Year for 2016. So
Yeah, how well has that
I'm
worked
obviously
out for you?
doing, huh?
How well has that worked out over
Well,
the last week?
It's probably not the best move by a husband to do that, but she reminded me that it was only for 2016 and 2017 is coming up real quick. So, I don't know. I think my ego got a little too big right there, but I think it should give me a free pass on a lot of the arguments. Don't you agree? Just look to the trophy, honey.
Any other questions for Coach?